arithmetic and geometric sequence, let's see a comparison of both of them. The question helps us do that comparison. So the question says the sum of three consecutive terms of an arithmetic sequence is 12. Now these are consecutive terms, and arithmetic sequence are terms which have a common difference between them, right? The easiest, since it is sum, to write down the terms are x minus d, x and x plus d. Well, you could also have written the terms as x plus d and x plus 2d, isn't it? This format helps in the three terms because when I add them, I get rid of d. Whereas in this format, both x and d are staying as unknowns. So I'm remembering the idea of constant difference, but I'm also understanding that they are consecutive terms, so I could go backwards as well, and I need not always go in one direction. And these are some things that would come intuitively to you as you practice questions. So let us look at the sum of the three terms of an arithmetic sequence are 12. So which means if I add these three terms, 3x is 12 and x is 4. So I already know one of the terms. And is it easy for me to know the other? Well, the first question itself says show that one of them is 4. We have already shown that. And given that their product is, I need one more information. If there are two unknowns, I need two sets of information. Given that their product is 28, what are the other two? So the other two are now 4 minus d and 4 plus d. And if their product has to be 28, that means 4 minus d times 4 plus d is 28. So 16 minus d square. Remember 4 minus d and 4 plus d is a square minus b square format is equal to 7. So d square is 9 and d is plus or minus 3. So from 4, if it is what the other three numbers are, I go left, which is 1, and I go forward, which is 7. So 1, 4, 7 are the numbers, or in the if I go minus 3, then I'll go 7, 4, 1. Right? The three numbers are the same, just that the order will change depending on whether d is positive or negative. And nowhere in the question have they said that d has to be positive. So both the answers are completely valid, 147 or 741. But the question they are only asking is that find the other two terms. So the other two terms are 1 and 7. Doesn't matter in which order they are. So that answer will remain the same. Let's remind ourselves of the geometric sequence now, because that's the second part of the question. So part A was dealing with arithmetic sequence and part B is with geometric sequence. And what is the property is that the ratio remains the same. Now I have product of three consecutive terms is 64. Again, one way to write the numbers are x, xr and xr square. Correct? These are the three terms because there is a common ratio. And if I multiply them, both x and r will stay as it is in the product. However, if I write the numbers as x by r, x and xr, what is the use of writing these numbers is if I multiply them, r will vanish because it will get cancelled, and I will say the product of the three numbers is 64. So one of the numbers is 4. So just by changing the format of the and which is valid, right? Like in the arithmetic sequence, I could go backward and forward. Even in the geometric sequence, when I have three consecutive terms, it is not necessary that I go in the increasing order only, right? Only in one direction. I can go both ways. So once I know x is 4, I must be given some other information. Show that one of them is 4. I did. Given that their sum is 14, what are the other two terms? So the numbers are now 4 by r, 4 and 4r, and the sum is 14. So this I multiply throughout by r. So 4 plus 4r plus 4r square is equal to 14r. So I'm getting a quadratic. 4r square minus 10r plus 4 is equal to 0, which is 2r square minus 5r plus 2 is equal to 0. And I will use the quadratic formula. You could factorize it as well. Minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So 5 plus or minus 3 by 4. So it's either 9 by 4, which is 8 by 4, which is 2, or it is 2 by 4, which is half. So the ratios could be either 2 or half. That means the numbers could either be 8, 4, 2 or 2, 4, 8. Doesn't matter depending on the ratio. If the ratio is 2, then it is going in increasing order. If it is half, it is going in decreasing order. However, again, if you look at the question, it says find the other two terms. The other two terms are 2 and 8, irrespective of which order they are going in. And remember, this was a way of reminding us of arithmetic sequence having a common difference and geometric sequence having a common